commented, "A powerful blow has been struck against the color line." Jackie Robinson was now the toast of intellectuals, liberals, and the cultural elite.
I was in college. I was a junior in college when Jackie came up to the major leagues. And I remember asking Dad, look, get me Jackie's autograph, please. And so Dad told me, well, I can't do that. I said, what do you mean you can't do that? I mean, get his autograph. But he said, no, I can't do that. And he explained. He said, I'm now being attacked in the media as an enemy of the state, as a communist, as a traitor. And he said to me, if Jackie had his picture taken of me, which is what would happen, he might lose his career. I'm not going to put Jackie in that position, even for you.
By the late 40s, Cold War fears were escalating. Robeson fueled those fears when he told a French audience that African Americans would not fight in a war against the Russians.
So Dad was acutely aware that he could be killed. I mean, that his life was in danger if he continued on his political course. And Dad wasn't about to change his views. And both my mother and I said, well, you know, do what you have to do. So I think we lived with that danger. I think Jackie Robinson, in a different context, learned to live with it, especially because he was so outspoken. So in that sense, there was a similarity.
Jackie Robinson was invited by the House Un-American Activities Committee to give lie to Robeson's statement. Ricky saw this as an opportunity to denounce communism.
Dad wasn't surprised that Jackie Robinson, the first black player in baseball, would be called down to make a statement denouncing Paul Robeson. As a matter of fact, he told me if Jackie had refused and forced them to subpoena him, he would have never had a baseball career.
At Ricky's urging, Robinson testified, calling Robeson's comments silly. He then took the opportunity to rebuke Jim Crow before the committee.
Colored Americans you meet will tell you the same thing. But that doesn't mean that we're going to stop fighting race discrimination in this country until we've got it licked. It means that we're going to fight it all the harder, because our state in the future is so big, we can win our fight without the communists, and we don't want their help.
Actually, the committee was not at all happy with his testimony, but it couldn't hang him because he had, quote, criticized Paul Robeson and said, well, at least indirectly, and said that he was a loyal American, so he got away with it. But he was taking a considerable risk to say even what he said. What people don't realize is the situation he was in, and he's been unjustly, in Dad's view then, and in my view now, accused of, quote, being an Uncle Tom by going down and attacking and condemning Paul Robeson for the white American elite.
While liberals believed he had lost sight of the cause, many of his teammates thought he was becoming too political.
The only criticism I had of Jackie was I thought he agitated in a way that didn't always gain him enough points. But in some ways, he was too intense to wait.
I looked out the window in the clubhouse in the St. Louis Cardinal Stadium one day, and I saw, and this is 1949, maybe 1950, 10,000 black people standing in the street when there's only 3,000 seats available for them in the bleachers. I said, what are you going to do, Robbie? He said, I'm not going to play tonight. Campy, you're not going to play tonight. We're not going to play. We're going to take your uniform off. And it seemed somehow somebody heard it, because those stands the next trip opened up to everybody.
The Sporting News reported, a problem grows in Brooklyn. Robinson should be a player, not a crusader.
When he got angry, probably too much was made of it by the white press. Blacks didn't behave that way. But when Robinson behaved that way, it literally became a whole new ball game in the country.
Cinderella? But I was only trying.